Hello everyone, welcome back to another session where we are we are going to show you how to build embed AI chatbots for your portals. And my name is Shibam Dhar, and today I will be taking you from step-by-step tutorials from using our control of and using it with OpenAI integration as well as some third-party LLM. So why we need AI chatbot? So in the past, what we had in our chatbot is like a set of data and set of limited options where user can select what to choose next and what to opt for the next option. But with this AI integration for our chatbot, we get an enhanced customer service where people can get the whole data according to their own, uh, you know, customized and question, like they have their own personalized question and they will get their result according to that particular query, and consistent and accurate. So with AI enabled, you will get the consistency with the data and the answer whatever is present you want to showcase in your chatbot, and 24 into 7 availability. So yes, AI is available 24 into 7. Improved user engagement. So when a chatbot provides all these things to the user, it automatically improves the user engagement and people find the answers, the reliability more often, and they are much more bound to the chatbot and their answers. So let me quickly show you our chat control in our DronaHQ. Let me okay. Right now I'm in my DronaHQ account, and this is an empty platform, like where if you go to the control section and just search for chat, we have a advanced control known as chat. Now this UI is very much simple. You can see that it shows at like, how hello, how may I help you, and then you type a query and put it up. But how does it actually work? So the first method which we provide is like, you just go to its properties on the left hand, on the very right hand side, move this here. And under properties, we have an option to use inbuilt integration. Now, what does it mean is that this, with this toggle being on, you will be able to use your open AI integrations. Now, it is very much simple. You just have to select your account and just click the account, specify your model, specify your tokens and system instructions. So right now, it is a very generic system instruction which we are providing, like you are a friendly assistant, answer any question, and a welcome message. So whenever the chat UI comes in front, it will show the first message, hello, how are you? So, but how actually we do that? Like putting up your OpenAI integration. You can do that by going here, account settings, and then integration. Okay. So right here, you can find that OpenAI account and configure accounts. So if you want to add a new account, just put up your account name, account secret key. Now, just make sure that you do have the secret key, which is like, I think in the paid version from OpenAI, because the free version may show you some error. And in case if you already have your keys, you can just edit them and you can find all the accounts and make a default any one of them. Okay. So let's see whether I'm getting any result or not. So if I just click on preview, let's just wait. Okay. So let's say, what is capital of India? It's a very simple query, but it will it is giving me the result based on the OpenAI integration that the capital of India is New Delhi. So that's simple. Now it is very generic. What if you want to do something personalized or categorized way? So for that, let me go back to my another screen. So AI chatbot use cases. Now, when I talk about categorization and much more personalized answer, that's where the AI chatbot users come into action. The first thing is customer support. So you have seen that whether it's a financial website or a banking website, you see that there are chatbots which provides customer support, which are available 24 into 7. But with the AI enhancement, the whole personalization comes into act, that what the user wants and what is available in our database, and it will be showcased according to that query itself. Next part, travel assistance. So when I talk about travel assistance, it's like, let's say you have a website and you want to plan a trip to, let's say, north of Asia, and under a certain budget, let's say 20K budget. So with AI use case, you can just simply ask that, okay, suggest me a travel plan, or suggest me a trip plan under this amount in certain area of the part. Next is platform assistance. So platform assistance is basically like a FAQ section where the whole relatable answers are already provided and trained to the LLM model. Now, when the model is trained and people ask its question, the trained part will provide it the accurate answers according to the questions. Okay, now next part. So in this tutorial, we will be showcasing how to use third-party LLM integrations into our AI chat control. So for this, we'll be using Cohere LLM, which actually does what? It processes the natural language and uses LLM models to provide you a categorized and summarized way of text. So Cohere has many endpoints which will provide you an image, generate text, and summarize. In this tutorial, we will be using chat endpoint with the help of history. So let me go back and showcase you how the actual chatbot may look like. Okay, so in front of me, this is our ready product, which has this chat UI control, and this actually uses Cohere integration. So if I just click on preview, and you can see that I'm not providing it any pre-values in this particular session. Like, I'm a user, but I'm not saying what exactly I'm talking about. But if I just write what is a connector, let's suppose. So connectors are used, and the API, data sources, and DB application. So you can see that it is providing me an answer according to this particular page itself. So how it is happening? It is taking help of the chat history itself. So let me show you how you can achieve this in your application. So let's get back to our, yes, right here. So in front of me, I have this chat UI, and since I'm talking about Cohere, so we need to first add the connector. So let's go to connectors. Second. So I've selected REST API, and let's give it a connector name. Let's say Cohere and FAQ. So I'm going to create an FAQ connector, and so Cohere basically uses API key authentication. So I'll just add my API keys. Let me just fetch it. I make authorization and the value. Right. So I want this to be in header. Now, configure test API for a connector. This will be a post request since we are sending the data. And let me get the URL. So API Cohere, V1 chat, the last two part, this is our endpoint. So we are using the chat part. Advanced section, we don't want any query string or headers. Just simply go to the content type and draw. Now here, this is the crucial part for using this particular integration. What happens here is that you will be providing this connector or this model your chat history. So chat history will basically have all the details related to your FAQ. Now let me just get the JSON. Okay, right. So if I just zoom in here and show you that it's basically there is an object of which has chat history, and in the chat history we are mentioning role as user. So when the user is asking what does DronaHQ do, the role chatbot is answering with a message that DronaHQ empowers developers, engineering teams, and so on. And in the end, I'm also passing a message here, right here. So just to get the reply, next add name for a test API. Okay, and let's do a test connection. Awesome. So right now you can see that the integration with our Cohere is done. And let's just click on save. Okay. In the next part, what we are going to achieve is I want to send a variable which will have my own personalized query. So if I just click on add API and let's say FAQ, this will be also a post method. And right here I mentioned it will be V1 chat. Let me cross one chat. Okay. Now the advanced section again, content type raw. Okay. So this part is will be much similar to the previous, but let me just show you. We will have a variable right in this code block. So if I just paste it here, and if I zoom right here, you can see there is a message, and I'm passing the variable. Okay, but also in the first line of code, I mentioned max token as 800. So this is nothing more than I'm limiting what the number of tokens I want as a response. So if I just click outside of the box, you can see there is a text input area where I can mention any query. So let's say, what is an end user, right? So if I just click on test API, so an end user is someone who will be completing the task and using an application. So you can see that with just providing a basic chat history, the uh, the model is able to provide us the personalized answer which I require categorically. Now, if I just click on save, so it's done. Awesome. Let's get back to our AI chatbot. Connect the library. I'll just do a quick refresh since I've just added the query right now. Let's check. Oh, here. Oh, here FAQ. So yes, the connector is added. Now, so before we move on and add to our control, the connector, let's check out its property and understand what extra customization we can do with our chat control. Now, first of all, let me toggle off this button since we are not using any inbuilt integration for this particular. So right here, you can select what header you want, how much font weight. So let's do some changes. So header text, I want DronaHQ assistant. Okay, cool. Now let's do the background color. I have a background color similar to the our complete product, and let's do this white. I guess white will be visible. Okay, cool. For now, let me remove the. Next is reset button. So reset button is like the first. Let's do a font color. this one, the reset button. The font color is set. Okay. Now background color. So background color, you can also customize its background color and even hover color. So I'm just providing it a theme according to the whole texture. Now border configuration, let's let it be now image background. This is actually really cool because it gives you a little bit more engagement with the people, like having it to much more connected with the chat UI control. So either you can select from a gallery or you have unsplash and icon and also import your files. So I'll just do this and voila, you can see that the background image is added right here. Okay, and let's do query. So query is basically what you are asking. You can personalize that too. So I'm just giving it a colors so that it will be easy for us to understand later on. And for the response also, I will be providing it a background color as well as a loader color. Okay. Now code snippet, let it be. Okay. Now footer. So footer is nothing, just this part where you insert your query, and you can just customize the button right here. Click just toggle it on. You can provide it a button image, and I also already have a button image. Just let me select it. So this goes with the theme of our chat control. Awesome. So the UI is ready. Now the part is where the user will enter the data and it will give us our desired response. The first thing first is we will go to his events on user input. Now you have to understand that when a user insert a query in our chat UI control, we have to pick the query itself in the last array. What I want to say is that you have seen that there are different roles. So the role for chatbot is different. The role for user is different. So when I'm inserting a query, I have to select that role where I am the user and my content is to be sent here. I will show you right now how to achieve that. So click on plus. This can be very easily done by using a JS code block and just okay. So if I just click here on chat, you can see I'm getting a sample value. So this is an array, and in this array, I want to get the last part and this particular content, right? Like, hello, how may I help you? This is just for example. So just let me put it here. Let's say chat input. So this will be our basically the final input. Okay. Now let me put up the code and I'll explain you just in a bit. So what is happening? I'm fetching the last array from chat input and getting this length. So chat input dot length minus one. So I'm actually pointing out the last array, and in the output, I'm returning the last array dot content. So if I just test the script here, what do you think will happen? Okay, so I'm getting an error. Okay, so this not should be happening. Let me check chat dot input. Okay, where's more? Okay. Hello, how may I help you? So this is the last array content. Got it. So continue. Now I will save this into a variable, of course. So this will help me to get the query instantly. So this is like, let's say, I'll give it a name as message. Okay. Now click on finish plus. So I have my query done. Now I need to pass this query to my uh, server side. So I'll just search here, Cohere FAQ right here. Click on FAQ. So this is the connector I've just integrated just few minutes ago, and click on continue. And right here in the message, instead of hard coding, I'll just have to select this particular JS code dot message. Right now, if I just hover over it and just click over it, you can see hello, how may I help you? Awesome. You can also find it under keyword section and action output. Just click on this JS code and you will find message. Simple. Click on continue. Okay. Before I add a variable, let's do a response check. What is the connector? This is to make ensure that this particular query is being run. So just let's do minute. Connect and integrate your. Okay, so we are getting a response. Now click on done. Continue. So I just will put it as response. Now in the output, I have to select that particular text which I want to make it visible in our chat UI control. So it will be this one, output.text. Now click on finish. Okay, this was our second step. Now the third step is might sound tricky, but actually a very crucial part. So what happens that when we are inserting any query, it comes in a form of array, right? Now when I'm getting a response, I want that response to be, pushed into that previous array, whatever was there to in our chat. So basically I'm asking the my whole action flow to maintain a chat history. Now to maintain a chat history, it is very simple. I'll again use a JS code block. Now in the JS code block, first I want the API reply, right? Because this is the response I want in my chat history. Okay, connectors integrated to your favorite. This is the response. Now, second variable, what I want is I want the previous chat history where I want to provide the new response. So I can just put it like chat or current history, let's say current. Yes. Okay, and this will be provided us from our chat control. So this is the current chat history which we have right now at the moment, since we have not used it uh, in this new control. So now let me put up the JS code. Okay, you can see it's a very simple code. I mean, just a few lines of code. So what I'm doing is that I'm getting the chat uh, like response and putting that response into under a role of assistant. So the role assistant I am mentioning here exactly because the assistant is by default the role for our chat UI control. So in case if you are trying your own LLM integration and you want to provide get the role of your chat UI control in DronaHQ, you must understand that role will be assistant and for us it will be user. So under the role of assistant, I'm providing content of API reply, which is just this one. Okay. Next is history. So in the history, I'm pushing the new response. So I'm just using a simple dot push function of the JavaScript, and output is equal to current history. Now, if I click on test script, what it should give me? It should give me the inserted new API reply. All right. Let me just scroll. So I'm getting role system and then role assistant as hello, how may I help you? And then role assistant content. Connector integrate your favorite. Awesome. So this is actually happening. But in case if you're you might be thinking that okay, but after assistant I'm not providing any user of role of user, so how it will get the history? So that part you can leave it to the AI chatbot of our UI control itself, because whenever the user inserts the data, it automatically gets saved in the whole array. But when the API response you are trying to get it, you have to put it in the last of the whole history. So let's just click on continue, click on add variable. Now here I don't want role content, I want the whole array, because this is a continuous process. It might not be a single input, it may be a different multiple inputs. So output, okay, so let's see, what should I give it? New reply, let's say new reply. Okay, let's click on finish. Okay, we got the reply, we have the chat history. Now finally I will insert the whole text or the whole transcript into our control. So set control data. Where is it? Set control value. Okay. Select control. I have chat control. So what will we do here? Simple. JS code to dot new reply. You see role and then role assistant and then again role assistant content type is connector integration. Okay, awesome. So let's click on continue, finish. That's it. So basically, there were just simply three steps, and you can add any sort of LLM integration to your UI or your chat control UI. So if I just click on preview, let's check what is it is giving me. Hello, how may I help you? What what is Drona HQ? So let's click on log. So in the logs, you can see that right now the status is pending and it has given us 200 status, and this is the whole reply which I am getting back. So let's click on, okay, what is connector? Connectors are used to integrate backend services to establish a connection with data source. Okay, so this is absolutely working very fine. And when you are done with your, chatbot, you can just simply resize it or you can customize it if you want any further. And once you are done, you just save it and it is ready to publish. So let's say chat FAQ. Publish. Awesome. Okay, let's get back. Let me go back to my. Mm, okay, so we have understood how to integrate Cohere into our chat control. Next is DronaHQ Secure Embed. So uh, you have the chat control. Now, what to do next? I mean, you have to make it useful and make it available to other website or to your own website even. So we provide different methods. We have iframe JS embed. So we have UTM tracking codes. So you will be able to track it like very easily. What is actually happening when users are uh, like attempting or using your this particular chatbot. And secure embed with user identity, you can provide authentication and also data passing framework. So let me show you how actually one of them how the embed actually works in like a new share. Mm, okay, let's do this share. Now, since it has already been published, so this particular app is live. If I just click on share, you can see that there is this particular toggle public URL and embed apps. So if you just click on enable public access and also click on embed configuration, right? So this is the iframe, which I mean, if you use it in any of your project, so let's say you have a React project where you want to use this particular AI chatbot, you can just put this if framework and it will be visible there. Let me actually show you in a new screen. So if I just put up a new screen and we have an advanced display control known as HTML. So right now it is not actually showing nothing much, but you remember our final product which I showed you earlier. So if I just go there and get the iframe from there. Let me show you how I'm getting the iframe. So share it out. Click on share. Since it has already been published, I will just click on embed configurations, iframe. Awesome. Copy it to the clipboard. Let's go back to our previous. Now, if I just make it a bit larger. Okay. So let's suppose, just think that this particular HTML control is your website. And in this website, if I want to provide the whole app, I'll just simply put it up like this. Formula saved. Now let's see what happens. Will it show? Preview. See. Awesome. So you can see that particular app is available as an embed. So you can provide it into any of the. It is not necessary that you have to use embed itself. You have different options too, like embed configuration. You have this to share for the JavaScript. You have this embed settings. You can provide it more details like for the title, description, in case if you are just providing it as a whole web page. And also then we have message passing and more as a secure embed. So in the secure embed, you can also provide tokens and your SSO types and more of your own details. So in case when the user is logged in and it matches the tokens and matches the username, then only this particular chatbot or this particular frame will be visible. So yes, guys, let me go back. Okay. So with this, we come to the end. In case you have any sorts of queries or you have any questions you want to ask related to this whole chat control with OpenAI as well as other LLM queries, you can ask in this session, and then we will be good to conclude this. Let me check the chat. Okay. I think there are no queries till now. So thank you guys. Thank you for watching this video. And I hope that you will try it on your own to integrate with different uh, LLM services out there. I mean, there are so many there. Apart from Cohere, I was also trying the Gemini AI of Google, and it was also very much straightforward with this whole chat control. I mean, you can just simply get the. Sometime you have the CURL and you can just simply paste it here, and the whole setup is present at your own site. So thank you guys. Thank you for watching. I will be back again with another session with some more informative using DronaHQ and other tools. Thank you so much. Bye bye.